person.
I see a megaphone coming.
The megaphone lady.
I see a student worker. UAW with the megaphone.
Megaphone.
It's got the megaphone. Press, we need some room. We need some room.
There we go again. There we go.
No, this is fine. You go.
Step back. You can actually get a shot of all of us faculty members.
Who are you with? Okay, I can't talk to you right now. Maybe later. I can get you some grease contacts later.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Testing. Great. That's siren.
I had somebody on my head.
I'm sorry.
Use this one.
Dr. Mardani, how are you?
You don't need the megaphone.
Hello.
We don't need the megaphone?
No, we need the megaphone. It'll sound better.
What if I do this?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to point the megaphone up so that all our colleagues who are behind the news cameras can hear us. All right? All right. Professor Khalidi, would you like to start?
Sorry about that.
We want to see your face, though.
You want to see my face? How's that?
And
Okay.
remember, these cameras, I appreciate the people back there. There's 200 of them. These cameras are 1 million people.
I understand that.
We know how it works.
I understand that. I've been doing this.
Your name, please. Spell your name.
Give me a break.
Take the thing off and just hold the thing.
My name is Rashid Khalidi. I'm the Edward Said Professor of Modern Arab Studies at Columbia University. I've been teaching here for a total of 22 years. When I was a student back in the 60s, we were told we were led by a bunch of outside agitators, by politicians nobody remembers the name of today. We were the conscience of this nation when we opposed the Vietnam War and racism back in 1968 and 1969 and 1970. The Vietnam War stopped because the people opposed it, and the people who led that were students. And the students who led that were here at Columbia and at Berkeley and a few other campuses on this fair Turtle Island. Students have been on the right side of history at Columbia and at other universities ever since the 1960s. We today honor the students who in 1968 opposed a genocidal, illegal, shameful war. Columbia University honors them. They're on the Columbia website. You can check it out yourself. 1968 is commemorated. One day, what our students did here will be commemorated in the same way.
Yeah!
They are and they were on the right side of history. And that will go down in history. That when the change finally came, and finally the American people who have already opposed this war, who have already opposed this genocide, are able to force their craven politicians to stop it, which we can do. The United States is part of this war. Every plane bombing Gaza is an American plane, F-16s, F-15s, F-35s. Every helicopter, Apache, is American. Every bomb drop is American. Those are our taxes. Those are our representatives. Shame on them. And shame on the administration of this university. They will go down in infamy for having done what they did the other night. Today, nobody remembers the names of the administrators and the trustees who ordered the police onto the Columbia campus on 1968. They have gone down in ignominy. So will these leaders, President Shafik and the Board of Trustees. And the students will be remembered one day on a Columbia website as the people who helped change the course of this country, together with the brave students up at CCNY, We should shout out to them. Together with the students at NYU, FIT, all over this country. What we are witnessing in terms of police repression is a tiny fraction of what people under occupation in Palestine have been experiencing for 56 years. The kettling, the checkpoints, the blockades, the police dragging students out. Many of them were injured last night. The lies, outside agitators. Wait until the numbers come out from one police plaza. They were all students. They were our students. And we are ashamed of our university for, instead of continuing the negotiations that many faculty were happy to be part of, decided to bring in the NYPD. This administration has brought disgrace on Columbia University. Shame on them. Shame on them. This is not and was not about safety and comfort, which is what they claim. Do we feel safer today that 100-something of our students have been processed down at one police plaza? Do we feel safer today that faculty and students cannot get onto their own campus? Of course not. This was a craven capitulation to external pressure. The students didn't want it. The faculty didn't want it. Outside forces wanted it. The politicians, the media, which has shamefully failed to report so much of what's actually happening here. And which has exaggerated incidents instead of looking at the whole picture. I don't want to talk more about the media. This is not about safety and comfort. This is about the moral issue.
Why are you blaming Indonesia?
This is not about safety and comfort. This is about a genocide being carried on with American money and with American weapons against a people that has been living under occupation for generation after generation after generation. That's what it's really about. That's what the students were about, and that's what faculty and staff for Justice in Palestine are about.
Why are your supporters trying to block that?
We are faculty and staff who believe that our students should be safe. All of our students should be safe. But the right to protest, the right to free speech, and academic freedom, which is being infringed as we speak, university protocols, the arrangements that this university made since 1968 to deal with these things have been swept aside in an arbitrary fashion by this administration in response to external pressures. Shame on this university. I repeat one more time, this is not about Columbia or CCNY or Berkeley or UCLA or any other place where the students have risen up. This is the conscience of a nation speaking through your kids, through young people who are risking their futures, who are risking suspension, expulsion, criminal arrest in order to wake people up in this country. It's absolutely essential. Public opinion is already with us. It's just the politicians, the media, and the trustees and administration of this university who are blind, deaf, and dumb to the demand of a moral imperative coming from our students. Thank you very much.
That's Rashid Khalidi. Google it. You want to go? Okay. Wait, we want to move over there?
Just keep going.
Okay. All right. You want to go now? You talk into this. I'll hold it.
Hi, I'm Nadia Abu Al-Taj. Hi, I'm a professor of anthropology here. I've also been here for about 20 years. I actually just want to talk about the process and what has gone on the last 2 weeks to kind of really clear the record from what the administration has been saying. Sorry, okay. So 2 weeks ago, about a little over 2 weeks ago, the same day that Minouche Shafi, the chairs of the board, and the chair of the Columbia-appointed Task Force of Anti-Semitism testified before Congress. It was early that morning before they went that students set up an encampment. We found out about that encampment in the morning. The reason they timed it for when they did was because they knew that Shafiq and the rest of them were going to throw them and everything they stood for under the bus. And she did. She never challenged the image of Columbia University as a cesspool of anti-Semitism. She never challenged the descriptions of those students as anti-Semites. She, in the meantime, threw faculty members by name under the bus and the entire principle of academic freedom and faculty governance under the bus. The next day, the police came in. It was pure. She had promised Congress she would crack down, and she did. It was political theater for Congress. That didn't work. There was another encampment set up. So finally they decided maybe we should negotiate. But contrary to what they're saying, those negotiations were not sincere. The people in the room may have been sincere, but the administration was jerking everybody around. They wouldn't give it. I'm going to give two examples. One is Monday night when they were given a deadline to make the encampment by 12 p.m. They were threatened by the negotiators that if they did not take the encampment apart, the National Guard would come in. The students were terrified, and one of the students decided to reach out to Hochul's office, and she said, or the office said, "We don't know what you're talking about. We have no intention of bringing the National Guard in." That is why the students walked away from negotiations that Monday night. Second, I want to say the final offer on the table had nothing reliable that the students felt that they could trust, which is fair enough. The administration has been untrustworthy all year. But more than that, the disciplinary consequences in the final draft were worse than the one in the penultimate draft. And the final thing I want to say is several of us yesterday, including the University Senate, spent all day trying to negotiate to get a handful of faculty back onto campus so that we could mediate and de-escalate the situation. They strung us along until we knew they were bringing the police in, and they had made the decision to bring the police in first thing yesterday morning. They have been lying all along, and they have refused to let faculty members who have relationships with these students step in and try and de-escalate and mediate for weeks now.
Thank you. All right. Look, we've got more to say, but we're being asked for safety to move down the sidewalk. Could you all, cameras right here, move back so that the faculty can move, please? Elisa, can you come with us? We're going to relocate for the rest of this. Good afternoon, Columbia. I told myself I'd stop asking people how they're doing because I think we're all doing pretty rough right now. We had a bad night here. We had a bad night at City College. They had a bad night at UCLA. I'm pretty sure a lot of folks had a bad night in Gaza. Okay. My name is Joseph Howley. I'm an associate professor of classics at this university. I hold a doctorate from one of the oldest universities in Great Britain. I have published scholarship in the top journals and presses of my field. I have served on committees at every level of this university, from my department to the university senate. I am a devoted faculty, steward, and servant of this institution, and I could not be more furious that we are out here doing this again already. I am wearing an orange vest. When the university called the police for the first time on our students, they made the encampment a flashpoint. Provocateurs and troublemakers were threatening to come into the camp and cause trouble, and the students, knowing the university would not keep them safe, asked faculty to step up as de-escalators to keep them safe. All week long, faculty in these vests have been out there stopping trouble, protecting our students from troublemakers and from the police. So that's what this vest is about. I am a student of classical rhetoric, and so I will say three things. First, how did we get here? The last time I did this, it was November. The university had suspended Jewish Voice for Peace and Students for Justice in Palestine. They had falsely accused them of threats and intimidation, and they announced to the world that the official policy of Columbia University would be to punish speech on behalf of Palestine. They announced that they would be buying in at the highest level to the idea that criticism of Israel is a threat to all Jewish people. This is a lie. It is an extremist ideological position. And we have seen over the last 6 months what you get when you adopt that policy. And even if you disagree with me, even if you think that every criticism of the state of Israel is an attack on all Jews, I hope that you will also be furious right now, because it's pretty clear that absolutely no one is safer on our campus. In the name of protecting the feelings of some Jewish students, they let some other Jewish students be hauled off to one police plaza. They have used the feelings of some Jewish members of our community as a fig leaf for suppressing all speech on this campus. So that's how we got here. Number two, I need to congratulate the students of the Gaza Solidarity Encampment. I need to congratulate them for three things. You see this? One, they ignited a nationwide movement. Two, they exposed the rot and incompetence at the top of this institution. Three, they have forced the leadership of this institution and institutions everywhere to say what they really think and make their positions clear. They have exposed that which we were arguing about, and now no one can say that they do not see that speech about Palestine in this country is to be punished with the highest level of repression and violence. So congratulations to the Gaza Solidarity Encampment for empowering us all in this way, with this clarity. The third thing I need to say is I want to congratulate the university leadership. I know, but look, they have made incredible breakthroughs in reducing operating costs and increasing efficiency. Look, you don't need committees or advisory bodies if you've got AIPAC and Virginia Fox to tell you what to do. You don't need statutes and norms if you've got ADL talking points to set your agenda. You don't need to believe in a university if you're willing to let extremist right-wing ideologues tell you what your job is. And you don't need educators if you can just call in the NYPD to clean up any problem that you don't have the ability to take care of yourself. So look, they have finally achieved the dream of the neoliberal university. We're all out here because they've finally done it. They've created a university with no professors. There is not a single university left in Gaza. And I bet a lot of you today feel like there is not a university left in Morningside Heights. But I want to tell you that there is. And it's right here on this sidewalk. The faculty, the staff, the students, we are the university. University leaders, they come and go. They disappear into history. When they're gone, we'll still be here doing the work of creating knowledge, of educating young people. We are the ones who are going to have to build the bridges they burned and pick up the pieces that they've scattered all over the ground. And look, it's not going to be easy because we do not have a lot of friends. I only saw very few elected officials coming down here and actually talking to all of our students about what was going on. I want to shout out Jamal Bowen for actually talking to students in the camp and students outside the camp. I want to shout out Council Member Salam for coming and actually seeing what was going on here. But I haven't seen our council member, and I haven't seen our congressman, and I haven't heard from our senators. We know our governor's not on our side. We know that the President of the United States is not on our side because he took time out of his busy schedule for the last 2 weeks to issue press release after press release about our students and their scary Arabic words, telling our university leaders to do exactly what they did last night. So we know the politicians don't have our back. My family's tradition tells us, in every generation there is a pharaoh. I know some of you know what I'm talking about. Okay, the holiday of Passover has just ended, but we are still in the Mitzrayim, we are still in the narrow places of bondage, okay, and tribulation. But we know that liberation is coming because we, the faculty, staff, and students, we are all together. We are united. We are going to be putting the pieces back together and rebuilding the university that they have so callously destroyed. All right? So, I don't know what that is in there, but this is a university. Power to the faculty, power to the staff, power to the students, and power to the university. Thank you. I'm going to hand it over to my colleague from the Columbia chapter of the American Association of University Professors.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nicosia, and I'm here to read a draft statement that the AAUP chapter is working on and will release later today. And in this draft statement, we unequivocally condemn President Shafiq, the Columbia Board of Trustees, and other senior administrators involved in the decision to call in the NYPD to clear campus of student protesters. Yesterday, they made the decision to call in the police yet again without even the semblance of communication or consultation with the faculty or any of its bodies. Indeed, faculty and staff have been locked out of our own campus. We have been excluded from participating in any attempts to arrive at a peaceful and just response to the demands of student protesters. The university administration chose not to include the Senate to participate in de-escalating what has resulted in a brutal police crackdown on our students, now shamefully witnessed by the whole world. I also find it ironic that the bipartisan U.S. Congress has pressured the administration to forego democratic processes. Armed police on campus, student arrests, and harsh discipline was not the only path through this crisis. In response to student protester demands, for instance, Brown University agreed to begin a process which includes students to bring divestment in companies connected to the Israeli military before its Board of Trustees in the fall. This resulted in peaceful disbanding of the encampment. Most immediately, we call on them to reopen campus and dismiss the police immediately. We further call on them to step down so that the university community can rebuild after this violent assault on our students, campus, and our very values as an institution of higher education in a democratic society. Hi, y'all. I'm a graduate student that was here last night. I want to thank y'all for showing up today. Last night, we experienced extreme police brutality while defending Hines Hall.
algo, el pueblo español, dile que aquí no estamos en América, que América no fue cuando Cristóbal Colón, Cristóbal Colón hizo un genocidio, pero que ahora no va a ser Biden a hacer un genocidio en Hamas y en Israel por causa de que ahora tenemos allí su
All right, before I was interrupted, so I'm a graduate student here at Teachers College. I was here last night. Last night we experienced extreme police brutality while defending Hinds Hall. Despite our peaceful protests, the police ambushed us. We were tackled and beaten. My hands were handcuffed so tightly that even lifting my pinky caused extreme harm and excruciating pain. Nonetheless, our determination for the liberation of Palestine remains unshaken. Long live the Gaza Solidarity Encampment. Long live Hinds Hall. Long live the student intifada. Palestine will... Woo! Palestine will be free.
You remember Cristóbal Colón genocide for America. America has justified for everybody, no more genocide. Yeah, for help for community, Hamas. Community,
Thank you all for coming.
I stand up everybody. Okay. And thank you for everybody in the night Jesus. In the night Jesus, thank you everybody. Okay?
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everybody in the night Jesus. Me, God bless you. No más war. America has Jesus. America no genocida. Cristóbal Colón is genocida. You remember the everybody? America has Jesus. No más genocida. Okay? For not killing Israel. For not killing.
We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. We will not stop, we will We will not stop. you say how.
Get the cops off campus now!
Get the cops off campus now. We want justice, you say how. Get the cops off campus now. We want justice, you say how. more you try to silence us, the louder we will be. want cops on campus now.
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Unsuspend our students now.
Unsuspend our students now.
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Get the cops off campus now.
Get the cops off campus now.
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Get the cops off campus now.
Get the cops off campus now.
We want justice,
and suspend our students now. We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Get the cops off campus now! Get the cops off campus now! We want justice, you say how?
If not, there's a bunch of other restaurants